But girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. What are we doing today? What are we doing? What they're afraid of. Here we go. I don't even know myself. And here we go. Thank God I write it down. Okay, so let's do two power. We develop. We see what it's all about. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Power number 1, what they're afraid of. Page of Wands, 7 of Pentacle, and the 10 of Pentacle. Yeah, of course. So yes, I'm rolling my eyes because you know how much I love this one. No, I don't. Not to be trusted. They're afraid to be found out. They're afraid that their behavior and their way of avoiding the truth, avoiding their emotion, avoiding the feelings for you, avoiding to say the whole shebang. Whatever they're avoiding. So that's clear. Yes, we don't really like that. Also, we have this one coming a lot these days. Yeah, I mean, 7 of Pentacles, that person can carry on doing the same old thing or do something a bit different. Okay, so they can carry on lying to themselves, having this kind of attitude, or they can actually come clean, or they can actually say what they've done with the money, what they've done with the work, what they've done with their feelings, whatever. At the end of the day, we have a 10 of Pentacles, as you can see. We know there is a process here. You meet, or you met, I should say, you connected, and then you have a parallel. So you both kind of like doing your own thing, but not really communicating. Because there is a level of maturity you both need to acquire. Also because you had to do things, maybe in your professional life, maybe, family require your attention, blah, blah, blah. And then you will come back together properly, okay? So, and you will be a power couple, you will be a dream team. I mean, it will be the whole shebang. But in the meantime, you have to maybe still, at the moment, be on standby, working on yourself, not really looking at what the other person does, because otherwise you could be comparing or wondering. Focus on you during that period. You really have to have that me time and focus on you, because very soon you won't have much me time anymore. Okay, so have big advice is what I'm trying to do. One more, for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, they're not moving forward fast. I mean, of course, for them to say, no, I've been lying to myself, or I've been avoiding to look within, I've been avoiding to do the work, or just to do what they're supposed to be paid to do. And they might not just like, no, I don't want to do that, I can't be bothered. And they take a long time to get the memo, okay? Also, if they are supposed to give you some money back, they will have to do it. We have the golden coin eventually, but I'm not saying it's going to happen today. It's a long process. When we have Pentacle, we touched on that before, it's not the fastest energy. It's not once, for example. It's very slow, but when you get to the point, it's forever. It's long lasting. That is a good side of Pentacle. But in the meantime, and we have even more there, you have to wait that process to happen, for that process to happen. In English, that would be nice. Okay. Don't give up. Okay, let's have the hidden historical. What do we have? I want you. Yeah, we know that. That is not an issue. I mean, we know from day one that was going to happen. But also, maybe do they want you for the job, for the offer, for the position, but they're taking their time? Are they still wondering, should I go with this one, or maybe you, or yeah, I don't know. My goodness, okay, well, fine, all right, whenever you're ready. We know the final destination. We have a 10 of Pentacles. We already know you end up together, you end up with that job, that promotion, that whatever. We know, but deep breathing. Okay, Archangel Michael, the big boss, all right? The path is not clear. I have removed all obstacle in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. Amazing. So they have no excuse. I mean, that is Archangel Michael. That is a big boss indeed. We will have a success. That will be abundance of money, abundance of, success. But they still maybe shy to go there. And maybe it's yourself, you know that you have the capacity to be very, very successful. But maybe you kind of like, yeah, but I quite like my life right now the way it is. I'm kind of attached to, plum plum kind of things, but you have something else to do, And so maybe you are the one being very slow to give birth to yourself, but you know very much that you have a success here. You have abundance of money, abundance of joy, abundance altogether. Maybe it's you who's afraid of this. You're afraid of success, you're afraid of being seen. Sometimes we get used to a routine. Oh, well, it's okay. I'm just kind of like, I'm all right. I'm bored like hell somehow. It's nothing new, but to go there, ooh, not quite sure. I prefer to avoid. Yeah, I put my head in the sand here. It's possible as well. It can always be reversed. Let's not forget that. Okay, so um, pile number 2. That's what we do. Where they're afraid of. Okay, the Emperor, Justice, and the Seven of Swords. My God, page of wands, now Seven of Swords. Loving it. All right. So, well, they are afraid because they're trying to avoid. They do not want to confront the truth. They don't want to say the truth. They don't want to stick around because they don't really know what to do. So they're running away from you. But I will say, justice is going to be served. They're going to have to say the truth. If it's some legal matters, stuff like that, I won't go very far there. But you see what I mean? They won't be able to avoid anymore. And they're going to have to also be equal to you. Okay? So there is only one justice, only one truth. Period. Okay, so they're trying to avoid, but the mind as well, you see there's a lot of sword here. The mind is very, very active. Okay, but what I would say what they avoid maybe is to actually become the emperor, meaning opening the heart, taking action towards you. They may be afraid of that because then they are vulnerable. If they open their hearts, then you can let them down, you can leave them, you can maybe manipulate them. They don't know, they should know you're not going to do that, but they always have that question mark. And because they're so afraid as well to make things official between you two, maybe that's something that they're going to have to avoid running around in circle, or they're going to maybe have to grow up in a sense of maturity, emotional maturity. Okay, and that is opening the heart. There's two very different energy here, very, very different. It's a sense of maturity. Let's have one more. Yeah, they're gonna have to let go of that, all those emotions that's been stuck. They were stuck in their heart for a very long time. They're gonna go through an introspection, and they're gonna leave all that bit behind because they're walking away from it. Maybe they're getting rid of someone as well that keeps them stuck in the past. The mind has to be sorted here. The mind has to be stop avoiding the elephant in the room. They still have to do the work whether they're going to end up with you or not. They realize, well, I've been avoiding a lot of lessons. But when I look at my life, I want things to be fair. I want to be honest with myself. I need to see my own truth. As a result, that's it. Boom, bada boom. There's no million or option. So let's have the hidden truth. So we call, let's have a look here. That is, I can't stop thinking about you. Boom. Yeah. Trying to avoid you is like trying to avoid tomorrow morning. I mean, it's going to happen whether we like it or not. And that is for them like panic. Panic, total panic. And that's okay because it's understandable. Okay. It's scary to open your heart, to be or vulnerable in some ways. Kindness, a kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. Yes, I mean, you will be kind to them, but they have to learn to be kind to themselves, to accept, okay, I'm vulnerable, I have to rebalance myself. I've been avoiding my emotion, my mind has been really helping me to avoid everything, but now I have to confront my past and let it go. But they have to be kind to themselves, and maybe you also learning to be kind to them too, in the sense of you've never been cruel, but maybe as a Queen of Swords you had to to say that one truth, the Lady of Justice, yeah, because you became an empress. So the Queen of Swords was the last queen you had to go through, and maybe you had to say, well, it's going to be that way or no way at all, because I'm fed up. You don't want to make a decision, I make the decision. Maybe you decide to go and leave them behind. Ouch. So maybe send them a little bit of kindness, because I don't think they're doing things because they're twisted. They're doing they have this kind of attitude because they're afraid. They're full of fear, so they're avoiding the elephant in the room, which is themselves, really. They're avoiding, but they can't do that forever, because we do have the destination. Okay, so they will come to you and open their heart to you, but they have to open their heart to themselves first. Boom, bada boom. On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.